Crashing through tumultuous waters, a battered longship far from its home rears into view. Aboard are heathen foreigners marked by diagrams of pagan gods across their skin and carrying on their persons swords, shields and spears. A mighty roar erupts amongst the voyagers above the shrill of thunderous waves as on the horizon sits a small emerald blotch of land. In a small monastery not so many miles away, holy men bound by oath and chastity join together for prayer, reciting hymns devoted to their Lord and Creator. Plagued by a great hunger, the year 793 after Christ has been a time of great despair and anguish for the people of Northumbria, and the monks request mercy from their Father in heaven on the people. In the words of the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, AD 793 is described. This year came dreadful forewarnings over the lands of the Northumbrians, terrifying the people most woefully. These were immense sheets of light rushing through the air, and whirlwinds and fiery dragons flying across the firmament. These tremendous tokens were soon followed by a great famine. Beyond the knowledge of both holy and common men, however, the troubles have only just begun, as for just past the lapping water on Lindisfarne shores, God's anger towards his believers will manifest from prophecy to punishment. Below the house of Christendom, a young monk tending to a vegetable patch recoils in horror toward the sight ahead. A mighty vessel adorned with the head of a dragon rips through the faint cloud of mist encircling the island. Bells above toll the sounds of danger, but are drowned by great pagan cries leaping from the decks and into the shallow waters. The heathen strike down the young monk with vicious blows from battle axes and attack other brethren nearby. The pagans savagely rip apart the clothing of the dead and leave them naked and humiliated in the sight of their lord before making their way upwards towards the monastery. Inside the hollowed halls, the monks hurriedly hide the island's treasures inside cupboards, behind curtains, and wherever else may keep it from falling into foreign hands. But their efforts are in vain. The heathen warriors, now having slaughtered or captured most of the monks in the courtyards, advance towards the priory. Briefly regrouping outside, the pagans burst into the monastery and smash the heads of monks clambering over one another for cover. Many of them are savagely sliced down, beaten to a pulp or bludgeoned by fists and boots. The loot is forced from the altar dedicated to the priory's founder, Cuthbert of Lindisfarne, and plundered from their hiding places. Of the men who survive, some are forced onto the long ships as slaves bound for Scandinavia, whilst others are unceremoniously hacked by forged steel. In the words of writer Simeon of Durham from the 12th century, the harrying of the Holy Island is retold. They came to the church of Lindisfarne and laid all waste with dreadful havoc, trod with unhallowed feet the holy places, dug up the altars and carried off the treasures of the holy church. Some of the brethren they killed, some carried off in chains, many they cast out naked and loaded with insults, some they drowned in the sea. The slaughter at Lindisfarne, whilst not being the first raid on the British Isles, was the event that shook the Christian world to its core. Word of the attack spread fast across Britain and later to Europe. Alcuin, a Northumbrian scholar and tutor to the children of King Charlemagne living in the Frankish kingdom, commented on the attack. The church of St. Cuthbert is splattered with the blood of the priests of God, stripped of all its furnishing, exposed to the plundering of pagans. Before this, no known attack had specifically targeted the holiest places in the land. Raids on the coastal areas of Britain sharply increased in frequency throughout the 9th century, and this event is considered by some to be the beginning of the Viking Age in the British Isles, a time that would bring massive conflict and upheavals in society. For the people in the late 8th century, their world would never truly be the same ever again. If you enjoyed this topic, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and keep an eye out for similar content. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.